हेलो बच्चों, आज मैं हिस्ट्री का चैप्टर नंबर 3 द दिल्ली सुल्तान्स, इस चैप्टर का क्वेश्चन आंसर्स मैं आपको डिक्टेट करने वाली हूँ। तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, विच रूलर फर्स्ट established his or her capital at Delhi? Which ruler first established his or her capital at Delhi? Answer: Anangapala of the Tomara dynasty first established his capital at Delhi in the year 1130. Full stop. Question number 2. What was the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans? Question mark. Answer: Persian was the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. Question number 3. In whose reign did the Sultanate reach its farthest extent? रेन मीन्स हुकूमत या रूल करना. आंसर: अंडर अलाउद्दीन खिलजी, ALAUDDIN, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी, KHALJI, खिलजी, and Muhammad Tughlaq's reign, TUGHLaq's Tughlaq's reign, the Sultanate reached its farthest extent. Question number 4. From which country did Ibn Battuta, Battuta, travel to India? From which country did Ibn Battuta travel to India? Answer: Ibn Battuta. Ibn Battuta traveled to India in 14th century from Morocco. 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 Full stop. Next, question number 5. According to the circle of justice, why was it important for military? Why was it important for military commanders? To keep the interests of the peasantry in mind. Answer: according to the circle of justice, it was important for military commanders to keep the interest of peasantry in mind, as is clear from the following. Number 1, a king survived on soldiers. Full stop. Number 2, soldiers worked for salaries. Number 3, salaries came from revenue collected from peasants. Number 4, peasant would pay revenue when they are prosperous and happy. Prosperous and happy. Full stop. This in turn will happen when there is justice and honest governance. governance. when there is justice and honest governance. Question number 6. Question number 6. What is meant by the internal and external frontiers of the Sultanate? Frontiers of the Sultanate. Frontiers की spelling FRONTIERS. Frontiers of Sultanate. Question mark. Answer. The internal frontiers of the Sultanate means the internal frontiers of the Sultanate means the consolidation of the hinterlands, the consolidation of the hinterlands, consolidation spelling CONSOLIDATION, consolidation of the hinterlands. Spelling of hinterlands HINTERLANDS, hinterlands of the garrison towns, garrison GARRISON, garrison towns, full stop. During these campaigns, during these campaigns, 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 forests were cleared in the Ganga Yamuna Doab, DOAB, and hunter-gatherers and pastoralists, spelling PASTORALISTS, pastoralists were expelled, expelled from their habitat, these lands were handed over to the peasants, full stop. They also promoted regional trade through the establishment of new fortresses, spelling of fortresses FORTRESSES, fortresses, and garrison towns, spelling GARRISON, SON, garrison towns, full stop. Paragraph change. The external frontiers of Sultanate, the external frontiers of Sultanate meant the military expeditions, military expeditions. Spelling of expeditions: EXPEDITIONS, expeditions into southern parts of India, southern parts of India, comma, which started during the reign of Alauddin Khilji and ended with the reign of Muhammad Tughlaq. End of reign of Muhammad Tughlaq. Full stop. Question number 7. What were the steps taken to ensure that Muktis performed their duties? Question mark. Why do you think they may have wanted to defy the orders of the Sultans? Answer. The Muktis or Iqtadar, the Muktis, MUQTIS, Muktis means landlord, or Iqtadar was a military commander appointed by the Khilji and Tughlaq monarchs, 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 as governors of territories of spelling of territories: TERRITORIES, territories of varying sizes, full stop. These lands were called Iqta, IQTA, Iqta means land. And Mukti means landowner. Full stop. The duties of the Muktis were as follows. A, or number 1, to lead military campaigns, campaigns, to lead military campaigns and maintain law and order, order in their iktas. Ikta means land. In their lands. To lead military campaigns and maintain law and orders in their iktas means lands. B or number 2, the muktis had to collect the revenues. The muktis means landowners had to collect the revenues means income of their assignments assignments as salary in exchange for their military services and had to pay their soldiers soldiers from these revenues. Spelling of revenues revenues, revenues, full stop. C or number 3, control over muktis was most effective if their office was not inheritable inheritable inheritable, and if they were assigned iktas, assigned assigned iktas for a short period of time before being shifted, full stop. D or number 4, accountants were appointed by the state. Accountants were appointed by the state to check the amount of revenue collected by the muktis, full stop. Care was taken that the mukti collected only the taxes prescribed by the state, and that they kept the required number of soldiers soldiers, full stop. Next question, question number 8. What was the impact of the Mongol invasions, spelling of invasions, 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 on the Delhi Sultanate. Invasions means attack or akraman. So the answer, Mongol attacks on the Delhi Sultanate increased. Mongol attacks on Delhi Sultanate increased during the reign of Alauddin Khilji, during the reign of Alauddin Khilji, and in the early years of Muhammad Tughlaq's rule. Full stop. Both Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq constructed a new garrison town, garrison town for their soldiers, and collected tax from lands between the Ganga and Yamuna to keep the soldiers fed. Soldiers, SOLDIERS, soldiers fed. Full stop. Alauddin chose to pay his soldiers. Alauddin chose to pay his soldiers in cash rather than iktas, comma, whereas Muhammad Tughlaq used a token currency made out of cheap metals, full stop. And here is the end of the chapter. So if you like the video, like it, share with teachers or your friends, and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.